Hi everyone, it's the YY Westie from Krakow. I'm here at King Swing and I have a very special guest today with me, Justin Petersen.
Hello.
I would say the most popular West Coast swing DJ in Europe, at least.
Yeah, I'm not going to start blowing my own trumpet. I'm quite humble like that, so I'm not going to start doing that now.
How are you, Justin?
Very good, actually. It's Sunday morning in Krakow, in the lovely Cubus Hotel, and a little bit tired, 4 hours sleep, but just about surviving, but I chose this lifestyle, so, and I'm smiling, which is always a good thing.
And thank you again for participating in this show.
Thank you for bringing this vlog to the masses. I think it's a great idea. I wish you every success with this vlog as well. I think I've seen a few of the interviews, and I know it's a learning process for you, so best of luck with it all. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that one of the main reasons why I chose to talk to you now is because you actually fulfilled many people's or everyone's dream, right? You managed to make a living out of your hobby, out of what you really love, to your passion.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me, how did you do it? Let's start with, when did you realize you want to become a professional DJ?
You don't, I think when you hear all these interviews, like everyone has the story, and essentially I think we all grow up with a passion, right? We all originally, I think I actually wanted to be an astronaut, then all this other, the usual crap was we're boys, like, oh, space, oh, guns. No, I'm not violent, don't worry. That's why I'm DJing now. But I think for me, when I was a kid, like 4 years old, I used to buy, I'm going to swear, if you're offended by swearing, it's who I am. So, I used to buy a shitload of CDs. And I used to spend all my pocket money, like between 5 and 7. I pretend I was a radio DJ. Like I'd get my cassette. Cassettes are a really old invention. Just look them up on Google. I'm an old man. You're about to find that out. And I used to press play and go, "Hi, I'm Justin." So I really wanted to be, I think, on the radio. I must admit, as you're about to find out, and everyone here, that I love the sound of my own voice. And I did it, and I just kept on doing it. So did a lot of TV and radio, and it was really, really good. Loved it. But I think I realised my passion was, I was speaking but not enjoying it. I'd like doing this with you one-on-one, but I never enjoyed the radio stuff. I love the music side. So I started going to West Coast swing events and jive events. And my brain, when you get that thing when you're doing something you love, and this is just not right. It's just not right. And so there's a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk, and I'm going to plug him at Gary V. Go and check him out on Twitter and also Instagram. Gary V, great motivational speaker, says do what you love. And I was in a job, and it was pretty dead end, 13 years, and I started doing this, and I started thinking, I'm quite good at this. And just started doing more and more, and I credit Nick Hanshu to training me in West Coast swing DJing, Peter Flood, Lauren Vask, 3 of the biggest DJs in Europe as far as I'm concerned. And they all kind of imparted their knowledge on me. I took a few DJ privates as well. And then I started to realise, hey, this is a good thing. And I don't know, it just kind of happened really. And I think for anyone wanting to do something professional, because I want to offer value back. I mean, I've done it. Just taste everything. If you like tomatoes and talking about them, talk about it. If you like manga, there's nothing wrong with, I'm always a geek. No, it isn't. You love it. Do what you love. That's what I've always said. If you're a dancer and you like to become a professional dancer, do what you love. I realised I was doing what I love. So when I go up there and DJ, this is not a job. I mean, come on. I get to travel around Europe playing music. It's a fucking dream. Like, I fucking love it. Like, genuinely, I'm sitting there, I get emotional. When I see 200 to 500 people dancing to music I've chosen that has been created by incredibly talented people who put music together. Like, we're not grateful enough to music artists as a whole. I'm playing their music. That's essentially what I'm doing, and giving the people the ingredients to dance. So I think that's the point. I've gone, I really love doing this, and I think that's the great thing. I'm living something I enjoy. If you're stuck in a dead-end job, okay, you're earning 50,000, 60,000 a year, whatever. But you're miserable, man, it's not life. You're here to be happy, right? I'm happy.
But do you think that everyone really know what their passion is?
Oh no, hell no. No, I'm not going to be honest. It took me, and I'm 41. There you go, there's my age. Shouldn't admit that, but hey, sorry, I'm not 35. I would actually have paid him to actually say I'm 35, but that's not good. I think you've just got to get a drift on things. A lot of people just drift through life. They go, you've got to push yourself out there. I'm not going to quote every other motivational coach or your comfort zones. Everyone's heard all that shit. Like, you've just got to do it. And to find your passion takes time. And some people don't want to admit their passion. Like, if you really love numbers and you love crunching numbers and accountancy is your thing, just because it isn't cool, you can leverage your business locally and do really well. Okay, it's not cool. Just because I DJ, it's cool. But if you love doing it, surely that's better than being in a dead-end technical job being paid 3 times more. If you love doing numbers locally for your friends, good. If you're a manga, if you love gaming, crikey, esports is huge now. Like a guy called Ninja, he loves gaming. Like, he loves playing Fortnite. Good for him. He leveraged his passion. But you've got to go out and find it. Ain't going to come to you. Sorry, life isn't that easy, guys. And it took me this long to find something I love doing. So if there's any advice or things for anyone, go out and find stuff. Now, I'm a DJ. If you want to DJ, great. But just because I DJ doesn't mean you have to be a DJ, by the way. Find a way that you can monetize it, because that's essentially what it is. But here's the thing. I don't chase it for the money. If I wanted to be into money, then I'd go into a job that really... I could walk into a job and be dead miserable for £250,000 a year. I don't do this for the money. And I'm not going to quote the artist, don't get into dance for the money. Genuinely, I do it for the love of my community. You guys, like you coming to me, giving me an hour of your time. These guys give me an hour and a half of their time on the dance floor. That's what you forget as a DJ. It's 2 ways. I give you music, you give me the gift of your dance. I get to watch 400 people having a fucking awesome time. Right up to the biggest of Buddha Fest. Like, I get to see 1,000 people have a great time. And everyone thinks artists are in it for themselves. Guaranteed, the teachers here, the volunteer staff, the event directors, we want to see you have a great time. That's why they do it. You have a whole life. You have one life to play with. Go and do something with it. Now, that doesn't mean everybody has to, but as far as I'm concerned, just go and try it. It may require rebooting your life. You may have to sell your house. You may have to change your car. You may have to do things.
You have to move to another country.
Yeah, see, you did it. You moved to another country. I'm just going to throw that back on you. How scary was that, moving to another country?
Well, it was so scary that I'm 30 now. I've been dreaming about it since I was 22, so it took me about 8 years to really do it.
Did you hear that? You didn't even need me to say it. He did it at 30. Thank you. See? It's scary, wasn't it?
It was. So you were talking about monetizing it. Can you take me through the process?
So I'm very grateful, and I'm going to give her a massive plug. I have a business partner. No, she's my business manager. She's not my girlfriend, just to confirm any rumours. She is my business wife. The company's called AIC Partners. I'm very grateful to what they've done for me. I have no idea about business or money, and I'll confess that quite open to the wide market. That's completely grenaded me now. But she took me to one side at one event and go, Justin, you have no idea what you're doing. And I go, 100%. But you know that living our passion? I've had to become passionate about business. I've had to learn from people. I'm very thankful there's business leaders in this community that have really helped me out, and they know business. But Andrea, who's going to get a plug here, at AAC, she's been fantastic. She understands people. She understands business. I'm very proud to be one of her mentors on her program. So as I help DJs, she helps business. So for me, the monetizing side of it is all her. I credit her completely. She's just been teaching me how to... All I do is turn her business stuff into words that sound interesting. That's all I do. So if you want to do that, and this is why I'm not going to give out any advice about that, because I don't feel I'm the right person to do that. All I say is this. If you want to, obviously, you have to give value, and that value has to be exceptional. I give my stuff away for free if I had to, and give without expectation. The money side of it, go to Andrea. Don't have to go to her, it's just a plug because I'm blatant like that, and I'm going to do it because you're a vlog. But the other thing as well, go to someone who knows. And there are people out there that can help you. So if you want to do the business side of it, I'm not a business person, go and find someone that understands it. If you get business, my goodness, man, you're the luckiest person alive, because it's a very complex beast. So yeah, that's what I'll do with that one, if you want to be honest. So yeah.
Can you tell me about the challenges that you had along the way?
Sleep. That's all I can say. Sleep. If there's anything, I think there's 3 things I've needed to learn in life. That doing a job that you love is great. The problem is you can become consumed by your passion. You know, the people who just outright, I'm an outright workaholic, and I know that, and I use it as a diversion from everything else. The challenges you will face when you go it alone or you live your dream will be unique. You're going to have monetary challenges, you're going to have health challenges, you're going to have friendship challenges. All your friends want you to succeed until you succeed. And so, oh, well done, great. It's the misnomer of losing weight, isn't it? Oh man, I'm going to lose weight. Oh man, what do your friends do? Offer you drink, offer you cookies. So it's almost like a self. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to have to be honest. I've had to chop and change friends. If your friends aren't working for you, you have to go with people that work for you. Sleep is an essential one. If you, particularly in this kind of environment, I think sleep's hugely underrated. And the other thing is willing to learn. Even though I'd say I'm doing very well, I'm always willing to learn from the legends in our game. I will plug them wholeheartedly on here. I am proud to have worked with Ribi Leia. I am proud to have worked with Victor Liviera. I want to work with Louis St. George because he's amazing. You know, I still learn from Peter Flood. I still learn from Lauren Vasque. I still learn from Nick. I don't take privates from them, but I still learn from their influences. There's other DJs on the circuit like Joe, who's amazing, Emmeline, who's amazing. I still want to learn from them as well. Always be willing to learn. Always.
How are you learning from them, if I may ask?
It's all right, by listening to their sets, how they do competitions. I'm constantly paying attention. I'm listening to what dancers are saying. I'm listening to community buzz, as you call it. I'm also taking privates with them. No doubt there are DJ privates available. I'm also available for privates, but as far as I'm concerned, if you want experience, Helen Tocker, another great girl in America, you can learn from her. There's Forrest Hanson. I had the opportunity to spend an hour with him. Amazing, influential guy. So for me, I'm very grateful to everyone that supported me, all the groups. So friendship circle, definitely, 100%. Sleep and always be willing to learn. They're the three challenges I faced. Besides the business side where I went and got help, that was a very unique set of challenges. Those three, sleep, 100% sleep. Sorry, sleep, please. Don't all the time, but definitely your friends and your peers, very important. If you've got someone dragging you down, like putting sugar in your gas tank, as I call it, your car don't start if you put sugar in it, just if you didn't know. Make sure you've got people that are giving you the push forward. That doesn't mean they're going, oh, you're amazing. Make sure they challenge you. I credit Philip Wolf, one of my closest friends in swing. He pushes me. Him and his wife actually push me and challenge me. And I'm very thankful I have friends like that in my life. Like a really great MC who's up and coming in Europe, TJ Bednash, pushes me beyond all belief as a DJ. So you're going to have to learn to do that. And you may have to lose friends in a way, but it's part of the experience and journey. And it's uncomfortable. But I'm not going to start quoting comfort zone, please. Yeah, they're the challenges I faced.
Are you still passionate as you were in the past?
Oh, hell yeah. If you aren't consumed by your passion, then you shouldn't be doing it, as far as I'm concerned. I'm passionate as the day I entered this West Coast swing community DJ as I was now. Like, I've just come off this morning doing a set, and I loved it. I absolutely genuinely loved it. There are going to be times when you are tired, when you are hungry, that you don't, but you still do it. Even in your lowest moments, you still do it, then you know you love it. When you're getting on that plane after, 20 hours jet lag or whatever, and you still love it, then it's great. Traveling to the airport if you love the process, and that's what people forget. They see me for an hour and a half on the floor, there's DJ Justin, or the competitions. There's a process on behind that. I have to fly here. I have to negotiate a contract. I have to do all that. If you love that process and you're still passionate, I'm never going to lose that passion, I don't think, because you guys make me hungry for it. The community drive me, and they push me, and I'm thankful for every single one of you. I've always said this in my posts, 100% community, that you guys keep me passionate because you carry on dancing to my music. When I will say to you all personally, thank you.
How does it really look like being Justin?
What do you mean? Can you expand on that?
Yeah, let's say if you can describe a weekend event in Justin's life.
Well, I buy some airline tickets, I fly to an event, pack everything in, I get to the event. It's just like any other job, but I love doing it. So for me, a normal weekend would probably be Thursday pre-partying. Friday, if they're Strictly's, if the event wants it, we tend to run Strictly's. Before that, we're doing a running up. We have a DJ schedule, so we have to prepare that. We're having meetings with the event directors and the teams to decide competitions and stuff like that. On a Saturday, that's the big day. Always will be. We have shows, the Jack and Jills, And then Sunday's like chill day. Do these things, get all my admin done, and it's constant. Then I'm looking forward to the next event. So I think I'm at another event in Germany next week. And then you're going around again. So that's a typical weekend for me. Mainly though, if I'm not on the floor talking to people or networking, I tend to be in my room working on my music. If I'm not doing admin for the business, for the people who manage me, there's always something going on. But that's a typical weekend for me.
You started talking earlier about the privates that you take and privates that you give.
Yeah.
Do you also think about, or have you already done it, like giving workshops, opening a course for DJs in West Coast or general?
It's a really hard thing to do, because to answer this question honestly, like DJing has become in the spotlight recently. I don't know if it's due to it's just a thing that happens in communities. Like, is it judging one week, then it's the pros next week, is it DJing this week? Have I thought about workshops? Yes. Can I teach a workshop? I'll be honest, no. It's a skill that I'm completely in awe of. These teachers who are here this weekend, teaching is a heck of a skill. Remember, you have to impart information that someone like you will understand, that someone who thinks differently to understands, and I talk at this speed. I've thought about it, and it's definitely something in the future for me. But at the moment, I don't think I can offer the value to the community as a workshop leader, because I think there's other people out there that can teach the workshops better than me. And I, as much as it's a very thing like, oh, you're good at this skill, therefore we should teach it.
That's an important saying.
Very important
statement.
I'm not having a go at any other teachers who are currently in the community. This is not a diss down or anything like that.
No, of course
it's just
not.
that I feel I need to acquire the skills to teach. And I'm not passionate currently about learning that skill. Now, giving privates is more of a coaching thing. You can really work with one person. Workshops are imparting information to 20, to 30, to 40, to 100, to 200. So yeah, I've thought about it, and if the offer came to me, I would take it, but I don't feel ready yet, and that's one thing I'd rather be honest about. But in the future, maybe.
Can you give a tip now for beginner DJs or less experienced DJs?
100%, 100%. Like, learn your music. Like, that's a huge thing. I mean, I could give a million tips. If I would give the top 3 tips, learn your music. My goodness, like, there's so much music out there, and we can't remember everything. But just get to know your music.
What do you mean by learn your music?
You've got Charlie Puth, who's your down-the-middle pop artist. Then you have someone like Marion Hill, who's a bit echoey. I call her haunting electronica. There you go. That's my category for her. Then you've got like guitar, acoustic stuff. Get to learn what your music is. But here's the main thing. Why do you dance? Let me ask, let's turn this back on you. Why do you dance? You want to feel good, right?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Exactly. That's the main thing, isn't it? Make your audience feel good. Full stop. You can get stuck down in I could go on all the technicalities about DJing. I'm sure you go on many forums and see the debates about it. You're there to make your audience feel good. You want to walk out that floor, regardless who's DJing. I couldn't care if it was me or someone else. You want to make them feel good. They come to feel good. We don't go dance, well, I just, want to work on, Justin's going to... No one cares about technicalities when you dance. You dance to feel good. We eat to feel good, yeah? We go on holiday to feel good. Essentially, it's all escapism. We come dancing to escape our current lives.
True.
It's a form of escapism. We watch name online streaming service. I'm not going to plug the major one. They get enough business. But the fact that we watch aforementioned videos on YouTube, whatever, to escape. That is what you do when you dance. Make them feel good. And thirdly, most importantly, is just appreciate the fact that these artists are working absolutely hard to produce this music. Now, some of it you may not enjoy, but it's not about you, it's about them again, making them feel good. So sometimes you have to have music you don't like. Tough. It's about them, not you. So, 3 tips for you if you really want to succeed at DJing. Well, succeed, I say if you really want to enjoy DJing, because I think you have to enjoy it to be passionate about it to make your audience feel good. Really important. Is learn your music, make them feel good, and most importantly, appreciate the people who are busting rust and make the music that makes them feel good. And choose the right ones even if you don't like it. And also embrace current culture. It's a huge thing. Carla, she's one of the dancers in the States. She came to Westie Spring Thing last year, and she played a song that I've never heard. And I said, Carla, send me the entire collection. It was rap, R&B, as I've never heard. Learn to embrace new culture. I've had to learn to embrace swing and blues. I admit I wasn't a big fan at first. Now I love it. And so you just have to embrace everything.
Have you ever been outside of Europe?
Yes.
For DJing?
Yes.
Where can you tell about places?
So I went to America last year quite a lot. I went to Mad Jam, DJed at Swing Diego. Went to YY Westie, went to Liberty. American events are amazing. Like that's where it all started. So to DJ there and hear like different types of music, watching the pro-ams, watching like a Champions Jack and Jill where they have prelims, which is just like alien to us here in Europe. It's amazing to watch. And I went down to Asian Open and the team there run a great event. Like Asian Open was amazing. It truly was the most social event. And
it's in Singapore, right?
Singapore. Go and check Asian Open out on Facebook, Asian Open 2019. Just a great event. 100% would recommend it. Just so social. So to travel to America where the community is established, like really solidly, I mean, all the different characters, like going to Texas and meeting Texans, celebrating the 4th of July, getting invited out. It's more the experiences outside of the DJing I enjoy, I think, because isn't that essentially why we travel, to meet new people and expand our horizons? Like that's it. I think
Definitely.
The DJing has allowed me to expand my horizons. I love to travel. Bit of a plane geek. Did I confess that? Oh, well, too late. So I love the planes. Singapore was crazy, I've got to admit. Like, I remember we had to start. We're doing Newcomer, I think, and the crowd was so loud we had to restart the music because we couldn't hear the music. And that's the only thing I think. But they're a very unique community there.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. I remember the MC, which was Brad Wheaton at the time. I just remember we kicked, like, I don't. It may have been me or Alan. I can't remember the head DJ. It was Alan Skinner. And I just remember we had to restart. Something happened. I'm sure that if you can comment on the video about what happened, I'm really grateful because I can't actually remember. And we had, because they were so loud. It was amazing. It truly was. So that's one thing that stood out for me. Anyway.
What do you do when you take off the headphones? Do you have like other hobbies?
I put them straight back on again. Literally, that's what I do.
Them by surgery.
I just jam them in my neck. No, literally. I think I was asked this same question on a podcast about a year ago. And literally, I live my life. So if you do what you love, essentially, I never take my headphones off. Well, I may do to listen to music, but I'm listening to music all the time. I'm consuming it on the radio. I'm consuming it on Spotify and other streaming services. I'm consuming it on YouTube. Generally, I'm doing what I love. So a lot of my life, I think I said I do 60 to 90 hours a week just going through music. And I have it on the background. Doesn't mean I have to have a West Coast Swing playlist on. I think back in London, I listen to a classical radio station occasionally. That's what I do. That's my main thing. And there's nothing else around it. I'm just so damn passionate about it. That and learning business are my two major interests at the moment because they go hand in hand. Like in order for it to succeed, I have to learn business. In order for business to succeed, I have to keep on the DJing. So I'm always coming up with new competition ideas. I'm always trying to come up with new ideas. Just always constantly thinking where the music industry is moving. I'm watching trends. I'm following artists that are up and coming. I'm listening to music that's coming from the latest event, or I'm watching a live stream from another event. That's what I do when I take off my headphones. I wish I could say, like, hey, I go out, I go skiing, I go down the snowboard, I take my private jets. No, it's nothing that exciting. Literally, it's all and out DJing for me, because when you do what you love, there's no escapism, because you're constantly living in a bubble where you love it.
You don't want to escape
Exactly.
from it.
And that's the thing, you don't need to escape it, is it? Because you're doing it because you love it. So when I get asked that question, because I'm doing what I love, like if I'm not on the DJ, I'm listening on my phone. If I'm flying, I'm usually on the laptop, or I've got the phone, or I'm listening to a podcast or a vlog to do around music or West Coast, or I'm here doing stuff with you. So yeah, that's the answer. I'm doing what I love, so therefore there's no change in what I do outside of doing that.
Nice, great answer.
Yeah, exactly. If you do what you love, what the hell do you need to do anything different?
That's wise. Do you know these kind of jokes the Americans run on your account, like on British people account?
Yeah.
Like they say that you're hard or even impossible to understand because...
It's great that you've got into linguistics. It's hilarious because at European events, I have to speak, finally, this slow, or even slower. Not because they don't understand English, it's because my accent is super broad. When you hear this back, you're going to hear like that much of my voice, and I sound like a bad Londoner. Like, what? Apples and pears and all this kind of thing. See? I need like that. There's a funny joke amongst people in the community. They go, Justin, when we nod yes, and we agree, I don't understand you. So that's my cue. Like, they're nodding and agreeing, I have to slow down. But,
do you have the same kind of humor about the Americans? Like, do you make fun of them in return?
Oh, we all the Americans and the British, I think, do. I know a photographer called Brad, who's one of the MCs, like, does an impression of me. And it's so uncannily, like, really like me, like, hello, mate. And he does it better than I do it myself. Ask him to do it sometime. He's like a parrot. He can just repeat people. But, yeah, we like, there's the infamous one. Everyone thinks we wear bowler hats and walk around with umbrellas and go, hello, chap, how are you? And, like, everyone thinks the Americans are all from the west coast of California. So, hey, yeah, they don't. I'm not going to do my American accent because Chuck will see this and kill me. So, Chuck Brown, by the way, if you don't know his name, will kill me. So, yeah, there's always going to be
rivalry?
No, not rivalry. I don't believe in that. Friendly engagement.
Friendly engagement.
But I like, that's how we use it. Yeah, friendly engagement. That's a politically correct term.
Yeah, like in the pro show last night. It was friendly engagement.
Exactly. Hi, I'm friendly engaging you. Even I'm waving a sword in your face. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to actually plug myself here. I'm not going to plug you. I urge you to tune into this vlog. I think you're doing a great job here. I think you're really unifying our community, allowing them to find out about the characters. I know you've got other upcoming episodes. I don't want to do spoilers because that would be wrong. I'm just going to go and say, hey, thank you for dancing to my music. Thank you for interviewing me. And just go out and enjoy yourselves. Do what you want to love and enjoy it, because you have one life at this. You have one chance. Go and do what you want to do. Yes, there will be challenges. Yes, it will be difficult. Nothing's easy. Crikey, if everything was easy, you wouldn't be sitting here with a vlog with a little camera, big camera lights, because, it'd be easy. Go and enjoy it yourself. And again, thank you so much to the community. Thank you so much for everyone that follows the, here's the plug, the WA list, which is on Spotify. Come and follow it. Only because I want you to enjoy the music. Fellow DJs, take all the music off it and just give it back to the community. Truly very, very thankful. And if this video gets 1 like, I'm thankful for the person that clicked like. If I get a comment saying this was a great video, I really appreciate the fact that you're going to win out of this. So good luck with the vlog. Hugely brilliant. I'm not going to finish on a humour thing. I just want to get as much love and value to my community, because without you guys and you, I don't exist. I don't get invited to come DJ events if you don't dance to my music. If you all leave the floor, not going to get hired. So thank you. Truly, when I'm there, and some people may not see it because it's just very hard, with the amount of sleep I get. But I truly do 100% appreciate what this community do for me, from the top guys to the people who don't know me yet. And if I can affect one person in the community to do what they love, or become a DJ, or do something like, hey, I love skiing, I'll go vlog about it, then I've won. If no one does anything, this video is shit, hey, this guy's a wanker, then so be it. I'm not here to please everyone, but I'm here to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's all right.
That was great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
amazing.
that.
Thank you so much.
I got confused between what men and women's toilets are in Germany. And,
Okay.
I've been walking into women's toilets in Germany not knowing it until it happened at D-Town Swing, where I did walk in and it was a women's toilet. Oh, sorry. And Herren and Damen. I thought Damen was man. No, Herren is man.
Yes.
Whoops. And I did that for about a year. Right, let me get rid of this phone because that's horrendously unprofessional.
The right way.
It's all right, don't worry. I love the continuity in this. Like, the mics are going to be moving around like this.
Yes. I wonder if someone will notice.
Exactly.
I'm not really sure, actually.
Do you notice the continuity in your Val's videos? Message and comments on the thread. That was super cheesy. Go on, Karen. If that's a really clear answer, which it definitely wasn't, but anyway. Sorry, yeah.
No, the main idea was clear.
That's the main thing. So sorry for anyone that's going, what the hell did he just say? For any foreign watchers, I know I'm talking really fast right now, so I'm going to slow down for the rest of the vlog. That's a very, very particular set of skills. That's like, what is like Liam Neeson, isn't it? A particular set of skills.
That is wise.
Don't do Netflix, do you? I plugged them, damn it. Yeah, Netflix.